Uh, Good afternoon, candidates. This is an introduction session for your Federal Bank interview. I'm not going to tell anything new, but you might not have had opportunity to locate the particular video and then see. In many of my videos, I have been telling you the ways for preparing for the interview and how to succeed in the interview. Now, I think here most of you are engineering graduates going for Federal Bank clerical interview. So the first and foremost question they will be asking is, why do you want to join banking after doing, say, engineering? Padmanabham, Dharani, you are doing computer science or which subject?
Electronics and Communications.
ECE. What about Tarun? Tarun, you are doing which degree?
Computer science and engineering, sir.
CSC.
Yes, sir.
Then what about Kiran Mai?
ECE, sir.
You are doing computer science. Kiran Mai,
I'm doing ECE, sir.
ECE. Please speak loudly. There is no voice. There is no life in your voice. You must speak with a lot of interest, enthusiasm, commitment, dedication to impress the listener. So please talk loudly. Samsung, what is your name? Samsung.
Sir, I am from ECE, sir.
Pardon, what you are doing?
ECE, sir.
So what is your name?
Shreya, sir. I joined from my phone, that's why it says
Shreya. Another Shreya of which college? I forgot.
Andhra University, sir.
Andhra University. I think there is one more Andhra University also. Who is the other person from Andhra University here? Tarun or Padmanabham or Kiran Mai?
I'm from Andhra University, sir.
Oh, very good,
Sir,
very
even
good.
I'm from Andhra University, sir.
Acha, Kiran Mai also from Andhra University. Good, welcome. Do you know the ECE means are you studying in the same group or different class?
We're in the same class, so we're all
Yes,
Same,
sir. We are
same, same. Very good, excellent. What about Pranit? Pranit, you are studying which degree and in which college? Pranit. Pranit, I think there is some problem with his internet. He is not shown as if he has joined the group and some problem with him. I don't know what is the thing. Pranit, are you able to hear me now? I think now your mic is appearing. Pranit, are you able to hear me now? Pranit, let me message him. Let me message Pranit. Pranit, sir, can you hear me? No. Your mic is seen, video is not seen. So please log out and re-log in. Yeah. So this is the first question, namely, why do you want to join banking after doing engineering? The basic answer for that is, after all, it is a fact that the number of vacancies available in engineering field is not much. And I mean, there are not adequate vacancies in that. Not only that, the I am interested in a service which will offer scope for interaction with the customers. And banking is one such industry where I'll be able to use all my communication skill to talk to people, to convince them. And I am hopeful of an excellent career in banking, especially in Federal Bank. That is why I want to join this banking. This is the content. You can tell in any way you like. But the thing is, you must be able to talk with interest. based on my experience in the last 3 years, during which more than 700 candidates have been recruited through the interviews conducted by me. They have been recruited not because of my interviews, but basically because of their interest in talking in English and also my giving them some information about banking and other areas. So you must enjoy talking in English. You must think in English right from today till interview date. Luckily, nowadays, the interviews are not conducted quickly. They are taking a longer time. In fact, we have in our groups candidates who have got GD selected on February 22nd. Still, they have not got the interview date. There are candidates who have cleared on March 6th also. So what I want to tell you is that you may get some cases it may come quickly. Otherwise, mostly it was coming very quickly, but nowadays it is taking longer time. If it is taking a longer time, make use of that and try to read more. Try to be in touch with the newspapers. Now, Sriya, can you tell me how you can be updating yourself about news?
Yes, sir. We can watch TV at the end of the day. My father is a big news person, so I'll ask him every day at the end of the day to tell me five international, national newses, and also state news as well.
No
And
news, news
yeah,
singular,
yes,
news
sir.
plural.
Yes, sir.
You should not say news as
Yes.
understand. Yeah. What is your father?
He's a doctor, sir.
But that is not the correct way of learning news. That is okay, not bad. But I have provided you the source and you
Yes.
have been with me for last 1 week. Still, it has not struck you. You are
Yes,
there
sir.
with me for 1 week or 4 days?
4 days, sir.
4 days, doesn't matter. No problems here. So what is the other way for knowing about current affair news?
YouTube, Google articles, and everything.
That means you are not in touch with our group at all. What about anybody else can tell me what is the source I have provided you through which you can update your knowledge? Padmanabham, Dharani, Tarun, Jagadish, Kiran Mai, Pranita. What is the source I have provided you?
So newspapers.
Yeah, I have given you a link for one of the groups in our WhatsApp known as newspaper. Are you aware of that, Sriya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. I'm in
Sriya,
that group.
you are in that group, but
Yes.
you are not making use of it at all.
I'll start from
Newspaper.
today.
See, newspapers, this is that group. I'm showing you that group. This is that newspapers group. And why it is not coming here? Today, yeah, I have posted these materials today. For example, this is the material for balance sheet management. That is for commerce students, not for you. Don't worry about it. This is for people who are good in Hindi to go through about this thing, current affair news. Then this is Economic Times, followed by Financial Express, then The Hindu, then some current affair news briefly, then banking frontline, and then this one, Indian Express. This many papers I have given you. If you can't read them, then how is it? And especially this one is a very good one, which will tell you about banking current affair news briefly. For example, it tells about equity inflows slump 16% in March as small cap funds see first outflows in 30 months. So what is equity? Can you tell me? I know you're all not commerce students, so you may not be very comfortable with that. Still, let me ask you, what do you understand by equity? Can anyone tell me what do you understand by equity? Padmanabham? Dharani? You don't know means you tell me I
Yes.
don't know.
I don't have idea about equities.
Yeah. Equity means share capital in the limited companies. At this stage, this itself will not be known to you. You must be told that in the case of business, one type of business is known as proprietorship business, where one person starts the business by himself and he is all in all. Where it is a male member, he is called a proprietor. Where it is a female owner, she is called proprietrix. Second one is partnership. Partnership means two or more people joining together to start a partnership. So that is one. The other type of business is known as a limited company. In the case of limited company, there are major two varieties. One is private limited company and the other one is public limited company. In India, the biggest company that is having more number of shareholders is Reliance India Limited. That is Mukesh Ambani is the person in charge of that. So in the case of limited companies, whether it may be private limited or public limited, the capital is contributed by shareholders and the shareholders are allotted shares and that is known as equity shares. And among the shares, there is one more type of share. They are called as equity shares or ordinary shares. There is one more type of shares known as preference shares, where the shareholders are assured of dividend at particular percentage. Preference will be given to them. So that is known as preference shares. But equity is ordinary shares. Here in this news, it is told that the small cap funds, that is not so big companies, they started seeing more outflows from our country. So that is what they are telling. Could you follow this? Could you understand what I told you? Namely, now tell me, Sriya, what are the two types of major limited companies I told you?
Reliance and Tata Birla,
No,
anything
that is
Birla.
okay. No, I was telling about the nature of companies, not asking about the name of companies. Can anyone, Dharani,
So
can you tell me? Yeah,
It's private limited companies and public.
correct. I told you there is private limited company and public limited companies. In the case of private limited companies, minimum shareholders 2, maximum number of shareholders 200. And in the case of public limited companies, minimum shareholders 7, maximum shareholders unlimited. So this is the point you should know about this. And next point I want to tell you is this at this stage is that we will be getting confused with the say public sector and the private sector. Can you name a few public sector companies? Kiran Mai. Kiran Mai, can you tell me some public sector companies? Names of public sector companies.
So maybe Reliance is, oh, okay. Reliance is private one. Public, I have no idea, sir. SBI is public sector.
Correct. Now you can tell from different walks of life, not only from banking, you can tell from other walks of life also. Public
Maybe,
sector, the definition of public sector is government is holding 51% and above shares in that company. Such a company is known as public sector company. And the famous companies, can you tell me? So many companies are there, public sector company. Tell me. And some of you are, see, your own parents may be working in that company. Dharani, where is your father working?
Indian Railways, sir.
Indian Railways is a public sector company.
Yes.
It's a public sector company. Major
so
shareholders are with the
maybe
government. Yeah,
Hindustan Shipyard Limited.
exactly. That is a public limited company. You are in Visakhapatnam, you know. So there, that
Yes.
Hindustan Shipyard and all, everything is owned by public sector company. Then Sriya, what is your, you said your father is, what did you say? I have forgotten.
He's a
See,
doctor, sir.
doctor. He is not a public sector man.
No,
Unless he is work
he works for the government, sir. Now he's
government.
sick,
So
so
he was, he,
yeah,
he
he's
was,
on medical leave, but yeah,
he was working for, acha, he is working for government.
yes, sir.
Acha.
Both of my
Government means,
parents are government doctors.
government means government hospital.
Government. Yes, sir.
Oh, if on the other hand, if they are working in Indian Oil Corporation as a doctor, then they are the employees of public sector.
Yes, sir.
Pranit, can you hear me? No.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah. Pranit, you are from which place?
Sir, Visakhapatnam,
You are studying in which college?
Geetam University, sir. BTech CSC.
BTech CSC. Very good. What is your father?
Sir, he's into movie theater business, sir.
Acha, you told me.
Yeah,
Actually,
yes, sir.
you
Yesterday
were
night.
with me in one of the classes.
Yes, sir.
You
Yesterday.
told me he is owning some theater.
Yes.
Very good, very good. Nice. So now public sector means government owning 51% and above share capital in a company. Names of public sector companies. If you want to know, I will just show it here. India public sector companies names. I am doing some mistake. Still whether it will come. I wrongly typed. Doesn't matter. List of public sector undertakings in India. See, some of these names are not very familiar. Agriculture insurance, you must familiarize yourself. Then many of these names are not at all familiar ones. Bomber and Lorry Company, no. Even I have not heard about it. So what are the companies? Bharat Petroleum, everybody. See, when we go out for putting petrol, you will be having Indian Oil Corporation or Bharat Petroleum. Then this is a very famous one. What is the abbreviation of this? Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited.
BSNL.
BSNL.
Correct. BSNL. Then these are there, but not very famous ones. They are all not famous ones. So that this is a famous one. Central Warehousing Corporation. They are having lot of warehouses where goods are stored. Chennai Petroleum is a public sector. Coal India Limited is a public sector. Cochin Shipyard is a public sector. Likewise, so many companies are there. Now, this is not our interest. Now, I am taking you to public sector companies in banking. There are how many public sector banks in our country now? Sriya must be knowing. I must have told in one or the other class. How many public sector banks are there in our country now?
Sir, this is my first class, sir.
Acha,
I didn't
acha,
attend the
I'm sorry.
before classes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I'm guessing there are State Bank and Reserve Bank, Central Bank. So
No.
3.
No. There are 12 public sector banks.
Okay, thank you.
Reserve Bank of India cannot be called as public sector bank, though it is public sector. That
Okay.
is the central bank of our country. They are the people who are controlling banks, supervising banks. Whereas there are 12 public sector banks. If you have notebook, pen or paper, please write down. If I can remember all the names, I will tell you. First is SBI, State Bank of India, having its headquarters in Mumbai, and the chairman's name is Dinesh Kumar Karra. Dinesh Kumar Karra, KHA-RRA. Second is Punjab National Bank, headquarters New Delhi. Chairman's name is A.K. Goyal. Chairman or MD and CEO, I don't know, is the important person, A.K. Goyal. Then comes Bank of Baroda, headquarters in Mumbai. When you get time, you please try to get the names of chairman or MD of these organizations. Okay. Followed by Union Bank of India, headquarters in Mumbai. Followed by Canara Bank, headquarters in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Followed by Indian Bank, headquarters in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Followed by Indian Overseas Bank, again headquarters in Chennai. Followed by Bank of India, headquarters in Mumbai. Then, did I tell you about Union Bank of India? No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I told.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then
You already.
Bank of India, I told. Next one is Bank of Maharashtra, headquarters in Pune. Followed by Central Bank of India, headquarters in Mumbai. How many names I have given so far? 10. Next one is UCO Bank in Kolkata, headquarters in Kolkata. The last name, I think, Punjab and Sindh Bank, headquarters in somewhere in New Delhi. Take it as New Delhi. Maybe it can be somewhere Noida or something like. Let us see. Punjab and Sindh Bank headquarters. It's in New Delhi only. Punjab and Sindh Bank headquarters is in New Delhi. So have you written the names of 12 public sector banks? Have I given all the 12
Yes, sir.
names? Yeah. Then there are 21 private sector banks, and the topmost among all the banks is known as HDFC Bank. Among all the banks in India, topmost in terms of capital, deposits, etc., is HDFC Bank, followed by ICICI Bank. Then comes State Bank of India. So among the private sector banks, we have 21 private sector banks, and among them is our Federal Bank. So we are all interested in Federal Bank because Federal Bank is one of the few private sector banks which are paying IBA salary, public sector salary. That is the reason why people are interested in Federal Bank, then South Indian Bank, then Karnataka Bank Limited. These banks pay public sector bank salary. In the case of our Federal Bank, they insist that for officers post, one must be a probationary officer. Sorry, one must be a postgraduate. Whereas in the case of South Indian Bank, they don't insist on that. They go to colleges for even engineers. Sometimes they do go for, say, probationary officer. Whereas Karnataka Bank, they insist on post graduation for officers post. Whereas public sector banks like State Bank of India and other banks, for them, the minimum qualification for becoming a clerk is graduation. For an officer, that is also graduation. In the case of Federal Bank, they insist that you must have scored 60% and above from 10th class. So that is the thing. So now I have told you about number of private sector banks. Next category I have to tell you is there are somewhere around 42 or 43 foreign banks. What is meant by foreign banks? Foreign banks are those banks like Standard Chartered Bank, HSBC, then Citibank, and then Bank of America, like this. These banks, those who have branches in India, they are doing banking business in India. Deutsche Bank, then State Bank of Mauritius, they are also foreign bank. That is, they do business in India, but their headquarters is registered in a foreign land. That is the definition of a foreign bank. And apart from this, we have in our country 43 regional rural banks. Regional rural banks or banks sponsored by public sector banks like State Bank of India and almost most of the public sector banks, they have started. And in your state, I think Andhra and all, how many RRBs are there? 2 or 3 are there. Pragati, Andhra Pradesh, how many RRBs are there? Anybody has got some idea? Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh RRBs. List of regional rural banks state-wise. So
Sir,
this,
no, Andhra Bank is converted into Union Bank, sir.
yeah, Andhra Bank is absorbed by Union Bank of
Union
India.
Bank.
I
So
am
I don't
talking,
think
I
we
am
have regional banks.
no, I will tell you. I have got the list now. I am giving you the link in our WhatsApp group. I am giving in newspaper itself. Bijus. List of regional rural banks. They are giving here, you see. Andhra Pradesh Gramina Bank. This is not outdated. This is not correct. Updated name, because lot of changes have taken place. There is no longer Chaitanya Godavari Gramina Bank. Saptagiri Gramina Bank is also not there. Only these two banks, that is Andhra Pradesh Gramina Bank, Andhra Pradesh Gramina Vikas Bank. Only two banks. If we want to know the correct list, what we have to do, ibps.in. What is IBPS? What is IBPS? Dharani, you know what is IBPS?
Actually, I don't know, sir, but
Hmm.
I can see.
You are now able to. So this is the organization that is conducting periodical tests every year for recruitment into public sector banks, including State Bank of India, then other public sector insurance companies also. They are only doing it. See here, this is what we should click. CRB RRPs. Here we should check the latest recruitment 12. We should see the advertisement. In this advertisement, if we go through, we will know what are all the names of banks. Annexure 1, vacancies in RRBs. So this will tell us how many RRBs are there as on date. So there are 3. Chaitanya is there, it seems. See, Andhra Pradesh, you have Andhra Pradesh Gramina Bank. Saptagiri Gramina Bank is also there. Oh God, I wasn't aware. Then Chaitanya Gramina Bank. Then Telangana, you have Andhra Pradesh Gramina Vikas Bank. Then Telangana Gramina Bank. Here they are telling about the vacancies. This is the latest advertisement of RRB. Next one will come only in about next 2 months. After the elections only it will come. So there are 3 Gramina banks. So likewise, you all of you are from Andhra Pradesh, na? All of you are from Andhra Pradesh. If Karnataka means there are 2 Gramina banks. Karnataka Gramina Bank, Karnataka Vikas Gramina Bank. Tamil Nadu means only 1 Grama Bank. Tamil Nadu Grama Bank. So likewise, yeah, this is cleric officer cadre and all that. So this is the list of Gramina banks, 43. Next, we should also know there are 12 small service banks, SSBs, small banks. Small banks, there are 12 small service banks and 6 payment banks. 6 payment banks are there. So if you want to know small service, can you name one of the small service banks known to you? Small service bank. There are 12 in our country, out of which a few numbers you can know. So what is a small finance bank? Dharani, please read this.
The small finance bank specialized financial institutions in India that focus on providing basic banking and financial services to underserved and unbanked sections of the population, especially in rural and semi-urban areas. Small finance banks are a types of differential banks in India.
There are 12 banks in India. What are the small finance banks in India? This they have given there again. What is a small? Same thing they are telling. Small finance bank in India list. In Tamil Nadu, I remember Equity Small Finance Bank, like that. See, Ujjivan Small Financial Services, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, Bengaluru, Janal Small Finance Bank, Bengaluru, Equitas Small Finance Bank, Chennai, then FinCare Small Finance Bank, Bengaluru. I think you people may not know, there is nothing from Andhra. But they may be having branches in Andhra, but they don't have. What they do normal banking business like receiving deposits, making advances. But the only condition for them is they should open more branches in rural areas and they should give 75% of their loans to priority sectors. So what is meant by priority sectors? There are 8 sectors identified as priority sector because they need more encouragement for carrying on business. That is agriculture, education, housing, that is up to lower limits. Then comes, say, exports. Then that is, what is that? Infrastructure. Then renewable energy. Then self-help groups. Then MSMEs, medium, small micro, small, medium enterprises. So the other banks, scheduled commercial banks, they have to make 40% loan to priority sector, 40% of their total advances. Whereas in the case of small finance banks, they have to make 75% to this priority sector. The next category is known as payment banks. And the payment banks, for starting payment banks, you need 100 crore capital. For starting small finance bank, you need 200 crore capital. For starting a private sector bank like say new banks means ICICI and all, you require nowadays 500 crore capital. But this is the another point I can tell you, which you can remember. So I have told you broadly some of these ideas. Mostly they may not go deep into these topics. They will simply ask you, what is your why do you want to come to banking? What is your father? And there can be questions relating to your father's profession. Then if your father is in business, they will ask questions like, say, why are you not interested in going to his profession? Like that, it can be there. Then what else? Then they will come to say, what do you know about Federal Bank? What is a private sector? Federal Bank is one of the private sector banks. But this is what is the difference between HDFC Bank and HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, Yes Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and our Federal Bank? What is the difference? The earlier ones are new sector, new private sector banks, whereas Federal Bank, South Indian Bank, Karnataka Bank, Karur Vysya Bank, City Union Bank, these are all private sector banks of old generation. Do you follow? They are not coming under the new generation. However, almost all of them have computerized. They are up to date with the business strategies and all. And amidst that, Federal Bank is on top in one respect, that they have totally 15% of the non-resident Indian bank accounts with them. Or in other words, whatever remittances are coming into our country, if 100 rupees is coming, more than 15 rupees is coming through only Federal Bank. So that is the uniqueness of our Federal Bank. And Federal Bank is a bank, you can go through the website wherein you can know, they will tell you about us. You can go through that also and study about it. And they will tell you that they are the people who started, say, uh, integrating all the branches of the bank together. That is core banking solution. Computer people, you cannot say, I don't know. ECE people, you cannot say, I don't know. You must know what is core banking solution. Core banking solution means all the branches of the bank are connected with the main server of the bank, so that though you are having account in Tirupati branch, you can operate the account from Chennai. So you can remit money into your account. So this type of facility is known as core banking solution. The two famous softwares for this are number one, Infosys Finacle. Infosys Finacle. The other one is, say, TCS Banks. TCS BANCS. These two are famous core banking solutions. So they will ask you what do you know about CBS? Then you must be able to tell about that also. Then you can learn about Federal Bank by going through their website, federalbank.co.in. federalbank.co.in. See here, this is what it is. Here, what you should do. See, now they are telling about Federal Bank. As on date, they have 1 crore 81 lakhs happy customers. Please note down in your notebook. Right now, the number of banking outlets is 1504. Till recently, they were telling 1442 and all. Now it has increased. Now number of ATM has also increased. It was 1300 something. Now it has become 1425. ATM means automated teller machine. All of you will be knowing about it because you must have used it for drawing money. But of these days, so many days, I have come across only one candidate who said she doesn't have a bank account. Yes, I must have given interview for more than 5,000 candidates. Out of them, only one candidate, I don't, from Tamil Nadu only. She said she doesn't have a bank account. Then 590 cash recyclers. That is, you can remit cash into that. You must go through that. Then you must go through this thoroughly about us. You will come here. You will go through this about us. Among this, the most important points are these core values. Core values. Kiran Mai, can you read this? Core values.
Yes, sir. The core value framework outlines a set of values and behavioral qualities that are considered most important for employees at the bank. We are abided by the following core values in our actions and interactions with our stakeholders: commitment to excellence, agility, relationship orientation, ethics, sustainability.
Actually, in one or two interviews, they have asked, what are the core values? Then in that case, you must be able to tell commitment to excellence, agility, relationship orientation, ethics, sustainability. We must be able to talk about all this. Commitment to excellence means you get yourself committed to achieve everything to the best of your ability. Then regarding agility, what is the meaning they are telling? Agility. Agility means ability to move quickly and easily. Being able to take decisions quickly, that is one of the commitments. Then relationship orientation. That means as a bank, we must maintain proper relationship with our customers and give them full satisfaction. Then ethics. What do you understand by ethics? Ethics means definition. It's a branch of philosophy that deals with moral questions and values. That is, ethics means we should not do something which we are not supposed to do as a banker. That is, we are supposed to maintain secrecy of our customers. We should not tell the details about our bank accounts of our customers to others. Then sustainability means doing something so that our survivors can also enjoy it. So here in the case of banking, sustainability means doing something which those who are going to come after us will also be able to follow it up. and continue giving the same amount of service. The founder of our federal bank is what is his name? There is one person under whose name they are having some scholarship and all. It will come under this CSR. This will come under corporate social responsibility. Can anyone tell me who is the founder? I am forgetting it.
KP Hormus, sir.
Very good. KP Hormis is the founder of the say Federal Bank. Good. So we should know about that. Now, once you come here, whenever you have time, please try to read these things. You must be aware of what is their tagline. In some cases, they ask simple question, what is the tagline? You have to tell your perfect banking partner. Then you founder here. They have given it here, our founder. Our founder, late KP Hormis, visionary banker, was born on 18th October 1917 at Mukunur. All these things not required for us. But remember, Federal Bank considers him very high and they have sponsored scholarship in the name of the founder also. Then the next important point is key personnel. Key personnel is who are the important people. You must write down the names of these people. Mr. Shyam Srinivasan is the managing director and CEO of Federal Bank. Mr. A.P. Hota is the part-time chairman and independent director. Then Mrs. Shalini Warrior is executive director. Mr. Harsh Dugar is also one of the executive directors. Apart from that, I think you have 7 directors. So you must know, you don't have to know all the names. Shyam Srinivasan, Hota, then Shalini Warrior, then what else? That Harsh Dugar. Those names you must know. Then if you go through these milestones, you will know what are the progresses they have made over the years. I'm not going into that. Then if you go through these awards, you will know what are the awards they have received. And amidst that latest one we will see, you have to see this is latest means only one. Future body, top 30 future ready workplace in India. This first time I am seeing this. It has come recently. Top 30 future ready workplaces. But if we go here, we will see that best bank in fintech initiative. Then there is one award, banker of the year award. Then there is one award, best workplace for women. Best workplace for women and best workplace for millennials. These two things you must be familiar. India's best workplace for women 2023, top 10 large, top 50 large, India's best workplace for millennials. Millennial means they are telling that is some boys and girls born in the year 1990, something like that. Anybody knows detail about that? Millennials. Anybody knows? Millennials.
People who are born around 1980s to 1995 are called millennials.
Very good. Exactly. Something like that. Millennial means denoting or relating to a potential or 1,000 years. But here, what you said is right. 1980 to 1995. They are called as, though here it is given. 1981 to 1996. Millennial, definition of millennial. Who told that? Please read that again here on the screen. Millennial. Who told that? Dharani.
Millennial
Yeah.
term used to describe a person born between 1981 and 1996. Though different sources can vary by a year or two, it was first used in the book Generations by William Strauss and Neil Howe, who felt it was an appropriate name for the first generation to reach adulthood in the new millennium. Millennials are cohort generation between Gen X and Generation Z, or also called as Gen Z.
Yeah. This much will do. Another, we don't have to go through on full details. Good. So these awards you should know. Then you must go through what is meant by corporate social responsibility. That means companies which are making profit of 500 crores and above, they will have to share 2% of their profit for certain social welfare activities like scholarships, buses for schools, then say maintenance of roads, parks, then hospitals, etc. And under that, our federal bank has been spending a lot of money. You can know the details by going through this. Not everything you need to know. Broadly, some of the ideas you can know about it. So this is about corporate social responsibility. Then after that, once you come here, personal, you will see what are the accounts they are having, like say savings accounts, deposits, then credit cards, debit cards, then priority banking services, loans. Under loans, what are they having? Under loans, why it is going? They are having personal loans, gold loans, car loans, housing loans, then property loans, education career loans, digital personal loans, like that, so many loans. Then cards, then insurance investments, then come to NRI, they will tell about the NRI. These are the NRI deposits, NRE savings, NRO savings, like that. Then insurance cards for NRI. Then when you come to business, they are telling about current accounts, then fixed deposits, cash certificates, recurring deposits, then corporate finance like term loan, etc. Please go through this, read, and try to follow them. We will slowly, step by step, try to know more about them also in the days to come. I don't want to load you with more information, except that let me tell you that, there is a paper I have given you in the material that has been given to you. See, this is the folder I have given you. This is the folder I have given you. Here you can see the questions relating to subjects. Here the questions will be available only for chemical engineering, chemistry, civil engineering, and all that. There is no guarantee they are going to ask these questions only, but some idea you will get. For subjects for which there are no questions available here, you can go to Google and make search ECE related interview questions, like that you can search. For computer related people, some questions are here. I will tell you. After this, what is more important is this one. A 2023 interview questions. This is the paper that contains the questions that they have been asking in interviews for the last 2 years. For the last 2 years, these are the questions they have been asking. I am not having all the questions that have been asked. I am having only those questions which have been sent to me by candidates. Whenever candidates come out, then tell that those questions are here. You can go through them. And in fact, majority times in our 8:30, 9:30 class, we will be going through those questions only. Then this is another important book you have to go through, known as Bankers Adda Interview Booklet. Here, this will tell you how you can tell about yourself, about your strengths, what are the positive words you have to use about your strengths, what are the key skills that you can tell, how can you manage a question on weakness, how can you manage question on your personality related questions, what are the questions that can come, are you a team player, or what is your ambition, number of brothers and sisters, like that. And apart from this, this is not required for us, because instead of this only, the 200 pages material will be substituting. Okay, that is not required. Then computer science students, you have some questions here. You can go through them. Then few expected personal questions. These are all not required for you because you are all engineering graduates. You may not come under this, but then there can be a question like this. What is the difference between UPS and battery? I don't know. I don't know the answer. Then there can be general questions like this. Who is the Chief Justice? Who is the Finance Minister? Who is the Deputy Governor of RBI? Sometimes they are doing very bad thing in that. They ask you what is the name of 5 chief ministers of your states. So I asked like that one candidate today only. The fellow was struggling because he is coming from West Bengal. And in his state, what happened? One presently that Mamata Banerjee. Before that, there was one person known as Jyoti Basu, who was the chief minister for 36 long years. So the fellow could not. Then I had to take him to Wikipedia and show him the names of 5 chief ministers. Same thing is happening in Odisha also. Present chief minister. Who is the chief minister of Odisha now?
Navin Patnaik, sir.
Correct. What Navin? What Patnaik?
Navin Patnaik.
Navin Patnaik. Yeah. So that man is there for more than 20 years, and his father was there before that for so many years. So the number of chief ministers will be less. So they do ask general GK questions like 5 chief ministers, 5 governors, 5 finance ministers, 5 prime ministers, 5 presidents, 5 vice presidents, 5 rivers in your place, like that, and 5 colleges in your place. Some like this, anything they can ask you, and you must be able to answer those questions nicely. So this is what it is. This is just an introduction session, not to create confusion in you, but to make you understand the level of, see, the portion is quite vast, but the questions may not be asked from all these areas. They will ask very simple questions, which you can see in this one. See, for example, this is the question of a candidate who has come out successful from VIT Vellore for probationary officers. Introduction about Federal Bank, about his internship, what is the total business of Federal Bank, what is the total profit of Federal Bank, what are leadership qualities, what are the specialities of Federal Bank, what is the job role you have to do, what is the strength and weakness. Everything is available here. For example, this job role is given here. Job role, JOB, JOB, JOB. Job role of probationary officer is given here. Similarly, job role of a clerk is given here, somewhere here. It will be clerk's job role is given here. So you can read them also and prepare yourself. I have showed you what is it I have given you, and you have to follow our Federal Bank WhatsApp group, whatever I am posting there. If it is relevant for you, please follow it up and read, and also go through newspapers, WhatsApp group where I am posting every newspaper. You need not read. Read at least one newspaper to know what is happening. And another point I want to tell you is that among the newspaper, among the newspapers, I also give you now and then, say, um, current affairs snippets. Are you seeing on the screen? Current affairs snippets. Here, for those people who cannot read newspaper, those who cannot spend much time, for them briefly subjects, points, important points are given. So you can go through them and prepare yourself. And nowadays in our WhatsApp group, I am also giving one more thing known as this thing, like important current affairs. That is there right from January, it is going on. And if you click that, this one, important updates for interviews. Once you click that, it will be there from January. Not every day, sometimes I omit them, but latest whatever is coming to my hands, I am posting, so that if you read them also, you will have an idea of current affairs. Apart from this, you should know the names of union ministers, their cabinets. You must know the names of your state ministers, their cabinets. You must know the names of 28 states, their capitals, and at least 5 state chief ministers. And you must know about your state thoroughly. Then what else? Then common general knowledge, something, anything that comes to their mind, they will ask. And you must be, and for example, if you now go for interview, there will be questions on IPL and all. So you must keep yourself updated with the newspaper reports regarding them also. Thank you so much. Best wishes. We will meet again at 8:30 p.m. Thank you. And I suggest you, if you have noted down the points, you can revise the points. Otherwise, you can watch the video again. I will post it online, but it will be boring. But still, whenever you are missing a class, you are going to watch a video, you have your notebook and write down the important points I am telling. Thank you. Best
Thank you,
wishes.
sir.
I look forward to seeing you all at 8:30. Please, I know it will be boring to attend, but you have to come, attend and listen. And you know why you should come. Sometimes I will ask questions so that you have to answer, just as it happened here. So it will be giving you an opportunity to communicate in English with confidence. Thank you. Best wishes. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.